Good morning, everybody. It's bright sunshine on an early morning here in Ireland. We're promised a very good day, so eminently suitable for shooting YouTube videos. Now, I would just like this morning to talk to you about timing chains, Gardner timing chains. Now, one of the outstanding things about the Gardner engine is that they use a triplex Gardner chain. You'll see that it's 3 links across, not just 2. If it was 2, it would be known as duplex, but Gardner, it's triplex, and this is designed for long life. They last for years and years and years. Now, what I'm going to look at in particular here is wear in the Gardner chain, but it's all a bit academic really for us, because whenever we're rebuilding these engines, we always use a new chain. I don't look into the history of the chain at all. Without question, we always fit a new chain. We're lucky that we've got quite a stock of chains here, so we can afford to be a bit extravagant in that regard. Some other people restoring these engines, sometimes people will say it's wasteful, that because it's a triplex chain and because it's of such high quality, there's no need to replace it, but we don't compromise on that. Now, the Gardner Workshop Manual describes a process of measuring the wear in a chain, and here's a copy of those instructions. But I've always thought that this is a very difficult way of ascertaining the wear in a chain, and it's a lot of bother. Why not simply measure the flexibility in the chain this way? I put it to you that I think it's a lot easier to achieve. Now, why is this so important? Because if you've got a chain break in a Gardner engine, the consequences are disastrous. It'll really wreck the whole engine. The pistons can possibly hit the valves moving down, and you're talking about the engine is kaput, really. So it's well worth making an effort in this regard. Now, the pitch, the distance from one link to another in a Gardner is ½ inch, with the exception of the 4LK engine. The 4LK uses 7/16. Now, 7/16 chains are available, but they're general purpose chains. They're not really for timing. Timing chains are extra strong and of extra quality. So 7/16 chains are now a problem for 4LK engines. But it just so happens that we do have some here, so we can help with that. Okay, so how can we do the actual measurement here then? Let's take a look at that.
So it should be quite obvious which of these chains is really badly worn. I think you'll have to agree that the fourth one and the third one to the left are certainly very poor. The rightmost chain is new. You can see a certain amount of slap in it, but nothing compared to the worn ones.
Now, as you can see there, the chain on the left, which is the new one, has got a deflection over its overall length of 28.7 millimeters, whereas the one on the right has got 42.1 millimeters over the same length. So you can draw your own conclusions there. It's quite obvious that the right-hand chain is badly worn compared to the left. The left-hand chain has a displacement of 2.3% over its length, and the right-hand chain has a displacement of 3.4% over its length.
Another approach, of course, would be to hang the chain up and measure the twist in it, but I suspect that would be more difficult.
Now, links. There's 2 types that you'll find out there in the field. The left-hand one is the modern purely riveted type. You need a special riveting tool for that. And the right hand one is the bicycle one. But we would no longer use the bicycle one. We wouldn't have the same confidence in that at all. Having said that, it is useful to have the bicycle type lying about, because they can be useful during the timing phases of the engine, because you can pop them in just temporarily until you get the timing done and then fit the proper riveted chain. Now, when it comes to the chain manufacturers, I'm afraid we're rather conservative on that front. We only use Reynolds. You'll also come across Regina chains. They're made in America. Some people find them fine, but we don't use them. They're the same half-inch pitch, but we don't use them. This is another chain. This chain is nondescript. I suspect it again is American. We bought it on the understanding that it wasn't Reynolds, but we won't use it. Now, now this is a Sedis chain, Sedis. I hope you can make that out. Again, some people are using these on Gardner Engines because that's where we found them, but they'll not be part of our arsenal.
That's all I've got for you, really. I've got nothing more to say on timing chains, really. It's all really very simple, once again.